What's up guys, so in this video we're going to be doing a $0 to $10,000 in sales FBA, starting a new store. This is for a client directly from scratch, and we're going to scale it up from $0 brand new to its first $10,000 in sales. We're going to go over the steps involved with getting started, everything you need to do, kind of tips and tricks on how to get your first couple products into Amazon, where you should be buying from, what you need to look for in terms of these first couple products, and make sure you guys are ready to go. So the first thing that we're going to do is set up the Amazon Seller Central account. You could just go to sellercentral.amazon.com, sign up for an account. You could do the free one, or you can pay for the $40 a month one. I recommend, if you plan on doing this for a while, definitely just get the pro account, because what it does, the difference is if you either pay $40 per month and you have access to the entire Seller Central, or you can pay per product that you're listing. But with this, pretty quickly you're going to list 10, 20, 30, maybe even your first 50 items before you get to this benchmark, so you'll end up spending more money that way anyway. And if you go further with it, you'll have to do it eventually. Once we have our Seller Central set up, we're going to go in and purchase products. So we'll go to a couple online arbitrage sites. The reason that I'm choosing online arbitrage to start is because it's the easiest way to get product in the door. So you can just purchase small or decently large quantities from sites like Walmart, Best Buy, Target, sites like these, big retailers where there is a spread to make when shipping these products into FBA. The goal here is to get product in as fast as possible so you can kind of learn the steps and how to go forward with this business. So with wholesale, there's a little bit more barrier to entry because one, a lot of wholesalers have minimum order quantities. So some big accounts you might have to order $500, $1,000, $1,500, sometimes even up to $5,000 minimum worth of product. So with somebody just starting out, I don't recommend kind of starting with this, just because you might get discouraged, one, by how hard it is to find a profitable account, but also two, you might not be confident enough to order certain products and go that deep, meaning buy that much inventory. And three, it could take a really long time. You could waste 2, 3, 4, maybe even 5 weeks just trying to get from ground zero to like getting your first amount of product in the door. Yes, in a long-term outlook, it's much better for long-term and sustainability. However, just to get started, I think it's better that you start with online arbitrage. We'll show you how to source products that way. And with this model, you'll learn how to source, which is like the most important skill with this business. So now we're going to jump inside my computer. We're going to go over a couple of the softwares that you need just to get started. We're also going to go over what I'm looking for with buying, and we'll also have more in-depth videos to come on exactly how to buy and more in-depth sourcing methods. This is just really the rundown and the basics. So you're going to head to sell.amazon.com and click sign up. Create your Amazon account and fill everything out. So there's two different seller accounts. You can go for individual or professional. This is the breakdown right here from Amazon itself. I totally recommend just getting started with professional, even though you have to spend a little bit more money off the bat to start. If you sell more than 40 units, you're going to make it more money for yourself anyway and have to upgrade. To get to 10,000 in sales, you'll end up selling 40 units, and realistically, within your first shipment, you're probably going to send out anywhere from 50 to 100 units. So I think for the long term, just signing up and sacking up the extra money for the professional account is a way better start. So this is going to be a little bit of a breakdown of how to find your first couple products to sell, and what to look for / some things that you need to learn in order to do this. So the first thing you're going to want to do is head over to walmart.com, and then I'll give you guys this one. You're going to want to type in mainstays. What this is it's one of Walmart's private label brands. Again, I'm giving this to you. This is at least a little bit of a breakdown of how to start. I'm just going to go into the bedding category. So here, Mainstays is a Walmart private label brand, and it's also one that's sold on Amazon that Amazon itself doesn't sell. So we're going to go over to Mainstays on Amazon and just check through. This is some of the things that you want to check when searching through brands and seeing if they're like a brand that you could sell or if it's something that you want to stay away from. So you're just going to want to open up some in new tabs. I have these just because of the sales rank. This is DS Amazon Quick View, but you just open them up in new tabs. You can see the sales rank is pretty low. We're looking for things, under 100,000 normally, so a lot of these are too high. And what you want to look for is just if there's other sellers on the listing or if it's strictly Amazon, or the brand itself. So we don't see Mainstays. This is a third-party seller. That's a third-party. Not really that many FBA sellers, but that's because it's so big. So these are just drop shippers. We don't like that. These are 2 FBA sellers. So what I would do on this one is I would search for this. You know that this is going to be on Walmart. because it's a Mainstays brand. And you see that we could source these for 96 cents each. And it's selling for $13.99, pays out $6.40. So if you bundled two, this would be a profitable item. So now that we've established that Mainstays is a brand that we could sell, we're going to go back to Walmart, and this is kind of the way I go about it. I start opening up products in new tabs just so it's quicker. So if it doesn't pop right up, we could also tap it like this. Use Amazon as your search engine, so copy this. I don't spend too much time on items because there's so many, so you want to just keep searching and moving quickly through them and weeding out things that are not going to be profitable for you. We're going to make $221, 9% margin, 17% ROI. So this is a good item. You can see it's not really that heavy. It's only £1.50 pound. So this is probably something that we would buy. The next thing I would look at would be our Keep It chart. So you're just going to look back here. On the bottom here, we have it set up where this is just the number of offers. And then up here we can see our sales rank in the green, the buy box prices, and basically what the item is selling at. I also usually expand it for a little bit longer, just make sure Amazon's not on it. They're not here at all. So Keepa is really all you need to source and look, because if you could see that the item is trending around 90 to 100,000 sales rank pretty much all the time. Sometimes it's dropped when the price was lower. So at 24, the rank was 60,000. So this is a profitable item, and we could order this. You could basically go on Walmart, you could add a bunch of these to your cart, check out, and eventually send them into Amazon. So all you're really going to need in order to purchase product is the software Keepa. Like I said, we were talking about this a little bit before. We will go fully in depth and talk about Keepa in another video and how to really read the charts. But all you're really looking for here is just what the item normally sells at. With something like this, you know, the item is pretty much selling around the same thing. So with these, you're just really going to be looking for what the sales rank is at certain spots, and then also what it sells at X rank. So you know, you could sell it at $12.99, but the rank's going to go to 5,000 on this item. But over here, if you go down, drop it $1, it goes down to 1,000 rank, which in theory should sell, you know, at least a little bit more. You can also utilize Jungle Scout to give you an estimate of how many units move per month. But keep in mind, this is an estimate, and I don't really think this is a software you need off the bat. But this is something you could use where you could see, okay, this item sells X amount of times, and there's, you know, 5 sellers, so we can estimate that everybody's going to get roughly 1/5 of the sales. So like this one is 6,000 times a month. There's only one prime seller on this listing, so it's not a good example. But on here, there's multiple. You can see within a couple bucks, the buy box is $16.99. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's say 4 or 5 sellers that are competitive, so 283 sales divided by 5. You know, everybody's going to share those sales, and if we jumped on there and sold this ourselves, we would even have less sales per each of us. So this is the last software that you're going to utilize. This is Inventory Labs. This is basically just where you can, you know, all-in-one list your products, track your sales and everything like that. So this makes it really easy. We go to list. We'll have a full in-depth video explaining exactly how to do this. We'll create a new batch, and then you'll list up items into here by ASIN. We'll just type this one in for you guys. This is not an item we sell. So you can go on here, enter your list price, quantity, purchase, and then you can add it to batch. Once you add all your items, this will help you ship. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. That's the basic rundown of $0 to $10,000 in sales on Amazon. You really just got to get the ball rolling, and once you get started, it'll become easier to scale. And once you get these basic ideologies down of how to source, you can then scale your business further by finding more items quicker. Hope you guys enjoyed, and thank you for your business.